All right, lesson 1. Let's get the show on the road. Email Marketing 101. This is your introduction to all things email marketing. I'm sure many of you think that you know what email marketing is, and I'm sure many of you think you know how to do it right, but maybe, just maybe, you're going to learn a thing or two, even in the introduction video, that you might not have thought about. Or at the very least, you're going to see a couple of things that make you think, I don't actually know how to do that. That's the whole point of this entire course. There's lots of stuff in this course that you definitely don't know how to do, and I want to teach you how to do it so that you can get more sales with email marketing. So, in this lesson, we're kicking things off with the essentials. What is email marketing? Why is it so powerful? And how do you spot a great email when you see one? If you're brand new to this, then don't worry. If you're not, this is still going to be a great reset before we dive into the deeper stuff. So by the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain what email marketing actually is. Understand why email marketing is still one of the best performing marketing channels, despite some people saying that email marketing is dead. Break down the core components of a marketing email. Recognize different types of emails and when to use them, and spot what makes an email campaign effective versus an email campaign that is slop. So, what is email marketing? I know a lot of you are probably sat there rolling your eyes, getting ready to fast forward through. Stick with me. All of this is important. Doesn't matter how much of an expert you think you are, stick with me from start to finish. And by the end of the course, your entire outlook on email marketing will be completely changed and your brand will start getting more sales. So stick with me, be patient, and just enjoy the ride for now. Most of you are probably getting paid to watch this video by your boss, so stick with it. Email marketing is more than just sending out a few emails and hoping someone clicks, which is what a lot of the clients that I've worked with tend to do with their list. They just smash an email out, chuck everything all in one email, 20 call to actions, 15 different topics, hope it works. Wrong. Email marketing is a strategic way to connect with people, provide value, and guide them toward action, whether that's a purchase, a sign up, or just keeping your brand top of mind. At its core, it's about talking to the right people who've given you permission to be in their inbox, delivering content they care about, not just sales pitches, and building trust and consistency over time. You combine all of these three key elements, you're going to start getting more sales for your business, even if you don't do anything else that I'm going to teach you in this course. If you just deliver content that people cares about, build trust and consistency, and make sure you're sending the right message to the right people, everything else in this course, don't need it. Everything else in this course will obviously make your results even better, but if you just did those three things, you will see improvements in your email marketing. Now, of course, there's specific ways to do these three things right. So talking to the right people, how do you know who's who? How do you know what to send them? How do you know when to send it them? There's obviously ways and means around doing this correct. You're going to learn how to do it in this course. But like you said, these three things alone will improve your email marketing conversion rates. Good email doesn't feel like marketing. It feels like something the reader actually wanted to open. And this goes back to a statement that I made just a second ago where email marketing is dead. It's one of the biggest objections that I get from clients when I speak to them. I never open my emails. They're all just promotion emails. They're all rubbish. No one watches emails anymore. It's all about WhatsApp marketing or social media marketing or whatever nonsense they come out with. And my response is always exactly the same. Yes, no one reads emails. Do you know why? Because they all sound and look the same. So you don't want to read them. They're all rubbish. You read emails that you want to read. Goes back, there's a really good quote. I can't remember who said it, but one of the legends that I've mentioned or may have forgot to mention in the introduction, he's one of the marketing legends. I'll have to look it up after this, but he had a quote where he said something along the lines of, whether you like it or not, people don't read ads. And this is like old school, so he's talking about newspapers, but same applies today. Whether you like it or not, people don't read ads, because they don't. They read stuff that they're interested in, and sometimes they're interested in an ad. Hopefully, if you've got the brain power to understand what I just meant, you can put two and two together. Your job is to make people interested in the ads that you are writing. And there's a lot of really cool copywriting techniques that I'm super duper passionate about, which can make marketing emails sound like stuff people are interested in. And it does wonders for email sales. A lot of you might be signed up to my newsletter, and a lot of you may or may not have fallen victim to some of these techniques yourself with the emails that I send, because I'm very good at it. I'm an expert, which is why I'm teaching you how to do it. So why does email work? Despite how much the digital world has changed, email remains one of the most reliable and cost-effective marketing channels out there because it's direct. You're not battling against social media algorithms. You land straight into someone's inbox, unless, of course, you're going into the spam folder. I'll teach you how to get out of that as well. It's high return on investment. So most studies show that email returns $30 to $40 for every $1 spent. So generally, with email marketing, the only thing that you're paying for, unless you've got a copywriter doing it for you, the only thing that you're paying for is your email service provider, which could be Beehive, Klaviyo, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp. Whichever one you use, that's usually the only thing that you pay for. So say you've got a list of 50,000 subscribers, your monthly cost might be $500. But your average return, and this is an industry average, is you're going to get $500 multiplied by 30 on return through email marketing if you do it right. That's the industry average. If you're not getting those numbers, then you're clearly doing something wrong. And I'll teach you how to do it right in this course. You own your own list as well. So unlike followers on social media, your email list is yours to grow, manage, and do pretty much whatever you want with. You control your list. You can send targeted campaigns. You can segment your list. You know who everyone is. You can say whatever you want. You're not going to get banned by anyone. You own your list. That is your data from people who have given you permission to use it and send to them. And it's also flexible. From product launches to nurture sequences to customer check-ins, email can handle literally everything. It is my absolute bread and butter. If you're in this course, I don't know when, but if you're in this course in 2025, odds are my other courses won't be live yet. But if you're in this course after 2025, you'll notice that I've got more than one course. So there's some courses that go hard into website pages, so landing pages, sales pages, service pages, all that stuff. There's going to be courses that talk about SEO, so getting into Google's algorithm, ranking on page 1 for different keywords, things like that. Social media marketing course, which is going to talk about lead generation and algorithm hacks and all that stuff. Might even be an AI course coming in the future because it is advancing so quickly. But even once all those other courses are finished, email marketing is my bread and butter. It is my absolute number one go-to way to make money. Whether it's through my own business or whether it's through someone else's business, email marketing is the way to make money. It is absolutely the undefeated king of marketing. It is phenomenal. So again, what a great decision you have made coming onto this course, because you're going to make a lot of money. Either that or you're going to make someone else a lot of money, but whichever one it is, you're going to make a lot of money. So, the must-haves of every marketing email. Before we start writing anything, it's important to know what makes an email work. Every email you send should be built on a solid foundation. It needs to have a clear purpose. So, before you write a single email, you need to know exactly what that email is trying to do. Are you trying to sell something? Are you trying to educate people? Are you trying to re-engage inactive subscribers? Are you trying to give them an update? Are you releasing a PR campaign? What is it that you want to accomplish from this email? You have to have that clear purpose in mind. And a lot of the time, people don't have a clear purpose in mind when they write an email. Either that, or they have every single clear purpose in mind and throw it all into one email. No. You need to have one specific thing that you want to accomplish with that email and stick to it. The next thing is audience awareness. So this is called market sophistication. We have a full module on this coming up. You want to speak directly to your reader. The more specific, the better. Most people don't open emails because most businesses just blast the same email to a list of 50,000 subscribers who, quite frankly, don't care about your message. You're sending irrelevant content to people who don't care about it. And that's why your open rates are probably less than 20%. That's why your conversion rates are minimal. That's why people are skipping your emails, opening them and jumping off them. You need to send emails that people actually want to read. And so understanding your market sophistication is incredibly important so that you know how to send the right message to people. I'll teach you how to do it. Next up is useful content. Value first. If the reader gains something, they're more likely to stick around. There's too many people just screaming buy now. Oh, discount. Yeah, buy this offer. Nonsense. I've seen so much stuff. I've seen so many different attempts at email marketing. It blows my mind how wrong people get it. Value first. People have to want to open your emails, and then you transition into the pitch after they've opened them. And finally, a strong call to action. Always make the next step obvious, whether that's clicking a link or replying to the email. If your email feels cluttered or confusing, go back and ask, what's the one thing I want them to do after reading this? Once you know that, you're probably going to be able to put a good email together. If you're asking yourself, what's the 7 things I want this email to do, then it's going to be completely wrong. Pick one and stick to it. So the main types of marketing emails. Not every email does the same job. Some educate, some sell, and some simply keep your audience warm. So here are the key categories you'll use the most. You've got newsletters. These are recurring updates packed with value, tips, or curated content. These are great for staying top of mind. Promotional emails. These are focused on offers, product launches, or sales, usually more direct and time sensitive. Then you've got automated sequences. These are pre-written emails that go out based on user behavior, like welcome emails after a sign up or abandoned cart follow-ups after people abandon the checkout page. And then transactional emails. These include receipts, shipping notifications, or password resets. Not traditionally marketing, but still part of the customer experience. I'm not going to dive too much into transactional emails in this course because they are very copy and paste, just thanks for your purchase. You will learn some stuff, but that's not a massive thing. The main thing that we're going to be focusing on is newsletters, promotional emails, and automated sequences. Each type plays a different role in the overall strategy, and knowing when to use them is only half the game. So let's have a look at some examples of marketing emails. We've got HelloFresh, which is like a meal prep service, or should I say an ingredient prep service. It's meal prep without actually preparing meals. They just deliver food to your door and with a recipe. Pretty cool. This is a marketing email. So have a look at another one. Open Table. Who are these? Add a new restaurant to your rotation, whether you're craving European again or looking for something different. Open Table helps you quickly search nearby spots to find the perfect restaurant that matches up with your schedule, favorite cuisine, and more. Wow, if I want to find a good restaurant, Open Table will help me find it. Promotional emails. And we've got SoundCloud. Fresh trance tracks focusing on soaring vocals, rapid whatever that word is, and mirror key melodies. Trance is a euphoric. Right, that's a bad email. So you get the gist. Promotional emails are emails that are trying to sell. It's in the promotions tab. We have a look at the updates tab. Not every email is full of fancy design, big beautiful colours, and funky graphics. So you might recognise those 2 names from my little introduction. We've got Ben Settle and Ian Stanley. These are my 2 mentors who have quite happily taken tens of thousands of dollars off me to train me. Ben Settle is universally considered the world's greatest email copywriter, and Ian Stanley is my personal pick for the world's greatest email copywriter because he's really good. Like, he is phenomenal. These are marketing emails, and to the untrained eye, you would look at this and just see a massive fat wall of text. You might think it looks ugly. Ooh, what is that? But this email is better than any website page that you've sent to your newsletter because this is written by my personal pick for the world's greatest email copywriter. Same with Ben. His are all plain text emails. Got a slightly different formatting, but same thing. Ooh, look at that. Legacy. Mention my name. But these guys, best email copywriters in the world. They are absolutely phenomenal. Plain text emails. But it all depends on your brand. These guys, these have got personal brands, so plain text emails are always great for personal brands. My emails are all plain text, but I add a little bit of branding to it. So the background is purple and the colours, and the words have a font. That's it. But my emails are plain text. But like you say, it's different with, every brand. What I like to say is, and you'll learn more about this anyway, what I like to say is, if an image doesn't affect the buying decision, you don't need it. That's usually the best practice that I like to follow. So Real Food Haul, this is an example of one of my clients. I wrote this email. You've got an image. It entices the buying decision because it's a pretty looking burger. Written absolutely loads of stuff. Christmas dinner, loads of stuff. And then an example of one of mine. So this is what my emails look like. So like you can see, you've got the purple background and then it's fonted. But that's it. It's a marketing email. These are really good. Probably better than yours, which is why you're on this course. Because you're going to learn how to write good marketing emails. So back to the presentation, which I think should be finished. Yeah, key takeaways. So email marketing is about sending valuable, relevant content to people who actually want to hear from you. It's still one of the most effective channels for driving results, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Every email should have a clear purpose, audience, value, and CTA. There are different types of emails for different goals, and knowing which is which will help you write better and faster, and you're going to learn a lot by paying attention to what you open, click, and ignore. So that has been your introduction. Throughout the duration of this course, we are going to break down piece by piece how to be a good copywriter, how to build sequences, everything you need to know about email marketing is going to be broken down bit by bit. And there's lots of assessments for you guys to do. Now, if you're already working as a freelancer and you have clients, or if you have your own business, or if you're working for a business already, then whenever I give you a task to do, you are going to do that task for your own brand. So throughout the duration of this course, I'm going to tell you to write emails using different techniques that I teach you. I will give you a scenario, so I might say write an email for a real estate niche selling property valuations. I might tell you to do that. But if you've got your own client, your own business, already work for a business, you'll do it for your business instead. Because I want to kill two birds with one stone. If you're going to be enrolled on this course, you might as well produce some marketing material for your own business as well. But we'll get to that later on. So that has been it for this lesson. Hopefully you enjoyed the introduction. Things are going to start taking a steer into psychological territories, and we're actually going to get to the fun stuff coming up soon. So look forward to seeing you all there, and I'll see you in the next lesson.